Last week, I talked about the importance of understanding the 3 UAD field types, which lets you talk about and coach your clients on the GSE's UAD requirements. Your clients expect you to know UAD inside and out, and one of the most important things to be able to do with UAD is to cite your sources effectively and to point your clients to the exact right place in one of Fannie's documents when they ask for something that's not compliant or when they request something that they think is a requirement but which really isn't. There are 3 main UAD documents that concern UAD, and they can all be found on Fannie Mae's UAD page. You'll probably want to save this page to your favorites if you haven't already. First, there's Appendix D, which is a list of all required and conditionally required fields. Total includes this data with examples and explanations in the full guidance window in the program. The fields are discussed in the order they're in the form, top to bottom. Appendix D is the most commonly referenced UAD document as it's written in plain language and is a PDF. Secondly, another PDF that's vital to understanding UAD is the FAQ. This document clarifies many of the finer points of Appendix D, including what to do if a house was built across multiple years, or how the legal address shouldn't be used in place of the physical USPS address. The third document, Appendix B, is hardly ever referenced by appraisers, even though it's the most technical document of the bunch. It may look complicated and intimidating, but it's really just a matter of knowing what to look for. When you open Appendix B, you'll see that it's really just a spreadsheet. The form types are in the tabs at the bottom. I'll open the 1004 spreadsheet. The details for each of the URAR fields are listed here, in order and by section. The form sections are in this column. The field name is in this one, and the field description is here. I'll collapse the XPath column since I don't really need it. Other fields of note are the length of the field, if there is a character limit, the implementation notes, which gives the detailed requirements, and the final column, which tells you whether or not a field is required, conditionally required, or transmit. For an example, let's scroll down to the cost approach section. I see that they are all transmit fields, and I can see in the notes column what each of the requirements is, should I choose to use any particular field. For instance, the source of cost data is a transmit field, but the only requirement is that if I use it, it must be 20 characters or less. Download and browse through a few fields in Appendix B to get used to the layout. And when your client calls with a request that's not UAD compliant, you'll be much more prepared to coach them not only on what is or isn't UAD compliant, but can quickly and easily point them to the original authoritative sources. If you missed this January's class on UAD's updates, click below to watch the recording.